He's the tip of the AFL's expansion spear, Kevin Sheedy, the Pied Piper to Sydney's West and guardian of the game's top crop of draft superstars. Their biggest name poached from league, Izzy Folau, set to strut his stuff in his first outing, the team's first NAB Cup fling against the Western Bulldogs. On paper, a huge mismatch, but it took the Dogs 7 minutes to post through Skinner.
Puts the Jets on, weaves some magic and goals. It's delightful.
He's got a little kick-up gear, hasn't he?
They'd kick another moments later through Minson, but they'd all come to see GWS, and it was Curtly Hampton who delivered their first.
He's kicked one down. He's in the history books now.
Their first half in the big league by no means embarrassing for the game's newcomers, but they'd concede another by Skinner to trail by 13 at half-time.
He gets under that, but it's got plenty of carry. He's got two.
A new team under a new type of pressure. Better pay attention. A half-time masterclass doing the trick. Ex-Dog Callan Ward nailing a super goal.
Strikes it pretty well, keeps it low and it's there.
But just with any new side, there were plenty of cobwebs. This turnover costing GWS a goal.
To give them some breathing space. It's a 2-goal margin.
The frustration shown, a trap for young players. That would cost them another, but they remained in the contest. Giles would peg one back.
Nice kick, keeps them in it with just under 6 minutes to play.
And when Reece Palmer goaled, there was just a kick in it.
Yeah, that's not a bad strike.
Oh, forget that.
All right.
It's a goal, the difference.
They'd had their chance to snatch the miracle as well.
Davis still should have gone for goal.
Oh, they could have pinched it.
Too unselfish.
Greater Western Sydney going ever so close to a first-up win over a very rusty Western Bulldogs. Just 5 points the difference in the end. David Murdoch, Big Pond Sport. It's quite possibly the longest of waits, that of a losing grand finalist waiting for the next season to start. Collingwood starting the long road to redemption without a long list of stars and a new look to the coach's box. They'd face a Dogs side who'd narrowly avoided defeat against GWS, but they get the jump on the Pies through Boyd.
Can get a step away, surely rolls it. That is brilliant. That's why he's a superstar.
It had been against the run of play, but it would still take Collingwood an eternity to post their first goal. Dawes sparing their blushes for a half-time lead.
Needs to get a toe on this. He gathers and goes. And finally Collingwood get a goal.
The Pies weren't even through their first half of footy when they'd add Brent McCaffer to the injured list. Hopefully not a serious one, a knee injury ending his night, while another man would begin his career with a goal.
Off some hands, a snap at goal. It's not bad off the boot. It's got the carry. It's there. Marley Williams kicks his first goal for Collingwood.
The Dogs' own star of the future, Liam Jones, would keep his side on track moments later.
Umpire does some dancing. He squeezes it in. It's a 1-point game.
There had been very little in the way of fluid motion from Collingwood, and to last year's Brownlow medalist.
Swan does run under it. Use some toe. Sensational.
But the Bulldogs would hit straight back.
Tried to flick down to Minson. He flicks on. Siracusa. Superb.
Yet for last year's grand finalist, teenager Marley Williams was making a name for himself.
From outside 50, but it'll only be for 6. But it'll do.
That effort from the rookie would turn out to be the match winner and leave Nathan Buckley gobsmacked. The Collingwood side full of youngsters claiming a 7-point win over the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was good fun. It was hard to get into it, but after a bit, yeah, you got used to it, so it was pretty good.
David Murdoch, Big Pond Sport. On paper, it appeared one of the game's greatest ever mismatches, the might of the Collingwood Football Club, 120 years of history behind them, taking on the latest upstart in Greater Western Sydney. The Pies promised no mercy, and there was none given the former Saints skipper with their first.
Ball from 40. Distance was never a worry.
Israel Folau would get his first chance to mark within range. It would slip through his fingers, but GWS would still pounce.
Tomlinson! Greater Western Sydney back in front.
Greater Western Sydney had earlier taken the Bulldogs to the wire, and now it was their turn to stun Collingwood. Reece Kuyu doing it in style.
And that'll excitement. They lead by 7.
It would hand the competition lightweights a surprise half-time lead and leave Kevin Sheedy heaping praise on his youngsters.
Well done. Hey, Josh Bruce, you really showed a good.
His side would respond immediately after the break.
Big kick for momentum. Never in doubt.
But Collingwood would hit back with 3 straight goals.
Good chance for Young. Outside of the boot. Spectacular.
And just when GWS looked gone, a 50-metre penalty would take them within range.
Dom Tyson, their pick 3 in last year's draft, proves why he was pick 3. It's a 3-point game.
Moments later, Thomas Bugg would snatch the lead.
Can he show the poise and put them in front inside 5 minutes? You bet he can.
But Collingwood's own rookies were standing up as well. Jackson Payne, spectacular from the boundary.
Little knock on for Collingwood by Payne, the first gamer. He keeps it alive to full forward. That's a miracle! He has kicked a ripper from the boundary line in his first game.
They'd again have a chance to win it in the dying seconds.
He's caught 35 to 32. He goes to the pass. Kuyu over the head. Tomlinson back onto it. Young gets it up just in time. Buckley, they avert the danger with 1 second left. An amazing finish.
The Pies narrowly avoiding an embarrassing defeat. GWS yet to learn how to win. David Murdoch, Big Pond Sport.